Welcome back to the channel, besties. The wait is finally over because the second trailer for Sister Wives Season 20 has dropped, and it is nothing short of explosive. If you thought Season 19 was dramatic, you are in for a roller coaster because this new season looks like it is about to be the most intense chapter yet. The second trailer is packed with emotional showdowns, shocking revelations, and moments that will leave fans talking for weeks. It feels less like a reality show teaser and more like the climax of a long, heartbreaking story that has been building for over a decade. From the very first seconds of the trailer, you can sense that TLC is pulling no punches this time. The footage does not just hint at drama, it throws us directly into the raw pain and messy emotions that have been simmering beneath the surface. What makes this trailer stand out is the way it takes us into the most vulnerable spaces of the family, not just showing conflict, but revealing the deep wounds that have defined their lives since the cracks in the family became undeniable. Right away, we see the Browns in places we never imagined they would be. Meri is putting herself out there in the dating world, awkward and nervous, but determined to take back her life. Christine is stepping fully into her new chapter with David Woolley, and even inviting him to meet her ex-husband. A move that shows just how much she has grown while also highlighting the strange dynamics of moving on after polygamy. Janelle, always calm and steady, takes perhaps the most dramatic step of all by speaking openly about a spiritual divorce, finally closing the door on a relationship that has defined much of her adult life. Then there is Kody, the man at the center of it all, who suddenly begins speaking about reconciliation and healing, even as his actions show he is still as conflicted and defensive as ever. The trailer sets him up in a way that makes you wonder if he is truly looking for redemption or if he is simply struggling with the reality that the world he built is gone. The intensity grows when we see Robyn, the last remaining wife, caught in the middle of it all. For years, fans have debated whether she is the glue holding what is left of the family together, or if she is the wedge that drove them apart. In this trailer, her emotions are raw and her frustration is front and center, especially when it comes to the Kody Pass property, which becomes a symbol of every broken promise and unhealed wound in the family. Watching her say that she refuses to sell until everything is fair shows that she is carrying her own bitterness, proving that even the so-called favorite wife is not shielded from the fallout. What makes this trailer especially gripping is how unfiltered it feels. The camera lingers on moments that would have been cut or softened in earlier seasons. We see long silences, eyes filling with tears, uncomfortable laughter that says more than words ever could. There is no attempt to polish or sanitize the pain, and that is what makes it powerful. This is not just a show about plural marriage anymore. It is a story about endings, about people who gave years of their lives to something that has collapsed, and about how each of them is trying to survive the fallout in their own way. For the audience, this is more than entertainment. It feels like closure. Fans who have followed the Browns since the beginning are finally seeing the consequences of choices that once looked exciting or even glamorous. We are watching people pick up the pieces of a dream that turned into a nightmare. The emotional stakes are higher than ever, and you can feel that in every frame. The trailer is edited to build tension and anticipation, but it also gives us enough raw material to know that the actual season will not disappoint. Each storyline is carefully placed to show that no one is escaping unscathed. Meri, Christine, Janelle, Kody, and Robyn are all carrying scars, and Season 20 is going to show us how deep those scars go. From the moment Kody speaks about receiving an email from a woman who wants to join the family to the instant Christine slams the door on reconciliation, every beat of this trailer is designed to shock us and keep us talking. But it is not just shock value. What makes this trailer resonate is that it feels real. These are not scripted arguments or manufactured storylines. They are the natural consequences of years of decisions, betrayals, and broken promises. That is why fans cannot look away. Season 20 is not just another season. It is the unraveling of everything we thought we knew about the Browns. And this trailer makes it clear that there is no going back. When the trailer shifts its focus to Meri Brown, we are instantly reminded of just how far she has come since her separation from Kody. For years, Meri was trapped in a relationship that left her feeling invisible. She clung to the idea of a marriage that stopped existing long before she officially walked away. Viewers remember her heartbreaking confessions in earlier seasons, when she admitted she felt alone in a plural family where she was technically still a wife, but emotionally abandoned. Now in Season 20, Trailer 2, we see her stepping into something completely new. The footage shows Meri nervously trying her hand at speed dating, an experience she openly admits she has never tried before. Her nervous laughter, her awkward body language, and even her attempt at humor when prompted by her friend to do something silly like a snort make the scene both endearing and heartbreaking. This is a woman who spent decades defining herself as part of a family unit only to find herself starting over in her 50s, and the vulnerability is palpable. What makes this moment stand out in the trailer is not just the comedic relief it offers, but the symbolic meaning behind it. Meri is reclaiming her right to happiness. She is no longer waiting for Kody to give her scraps of attention or pretending that staying in a loveless arrangement is somehow noble. She is putting herself back in the arena, even if it means stumbling a little as she learns how to date again. Her honesty about her love language being physical touch was another small but telling moment. For years, she was denied that basic affection, and by voicing it so openly, she is essentially saying that she knows what she deserves and she will not settle for less anymore. In a way, her storyline in this trailer is one of the most hopeful. While Christine has already moved on and remarried, while Janelle is quietly severing her spiritual ties, and while Robyn is still trying to hold on to the pieces, Meri is at the beginning of a new chapter. She is rediscovering who she is outside of polygamy, outside of Kody, outside of the constant comparisons with other wives. It is powerful because it resonates with so many viewers who have felt stuck in toxic relationships, but were afraid to take the first step. Watching Meri laugh nervously at a speed dating table may not look dramatic on the surface, but when you consider everything she has endured, it feels revolutionary. The editing of the trailer amplifies this feeling. The scene is placed between moments of heavy conflict and bitter exchanges, giving viewers a sense of relief, but also showing us that hope exists even in the middle of all the chaos. Meri's journey also raises deeper questions about what happens to women in polygamous systems once they are discarded. For years, she was expected to hold on, to remain loyal to a man who made it clear he did not value her. By choosing to date again, she is rewriting her story, proving that her worth is not determined by Kody's attention or lack of it. Fans online have already reacted strongly to these scenes, many cheering her on and saying it is about time she chose herself. Social media buzz has been filled with support for Meri, with some fans calling her brave and others admitting they never thought they would see the day when she would truly move on. It is also worth noting that Meri's attempt at dating is not presented as flawless or overly glamorous. Instead, it is raw and awkward, which makes it relatable. Many people who have been out of the dating world for decades can relate to that sense of starting over and not knowing exactly how to navigate it. The fact that TLC kept in moments like her nervous laughter shows they wanted us to see the real Meri, not an edited version designed to make her look polished. It works because it builds empathy. Viewers who may not have connected with her in earlier seasons are suddenly rooting for her. Her scene also sets up a contrast with Kody later in the trailer. While she is genuinely trying to heal and move forward, he is the one clinging to the idea of reconciliation and control. The irony is striking. For so long, Meri was begging for scraps of his affection, but now when she is finally free, he is the one talking about wanting to repair relationships. That contrast adds a layer of poetic justice to the trailer. Meri's laughter at a dating table carries more weight than any apology Kody offers later on. It is a visual reminder that sometimes the best revenge is simply moving on and finding joy again. This storyline will likely be a central thread throughout Season 20 because it not only shows Meri's growth, but also symbolizes the shifting power dynamics within the Brown family. For years, Kody held all the cards, deciding who got his time and attention. Now the women are taking their power back in very different ways, and Meri's step into the dating world is a clear sign that she will never again allow herself to be sidelined. Her journey may be messy, but it is authentic, and that is why it resonates so strongly in the trailer. Fans are eager to see how far she takes this newfound independence and whether she finds genuine love or simply rediscovers her own strength. It is a storyline that makes this season must-watch television.